Hello there, gang. Welcome back to some more Liverpool with me, DORTMUND FM, and I am having a bloody good time. Let me say right now, before we crack on, corners are overpowered, and I bloody love it. Since we last met in the 4-0 demolition job against Barcelona, form continued very, very smartly. A 4-1 win over Fulham, a 3-0 over Manchester United, which really we should very quickly touch upon. A dominant display against a side that really offered very little. What I like about this year's game, viewers, I've said this before, is they replicate real life. Manchester United played a very slow, sluggish defensive style, which interestingly, I do find this interesting because I don't know if it was the case a few years ago. I'd be interested to know actually how Jose Mourinho has become different in the game over a number of years. But he plays defensive and cautious styles, and that is basically what they did, and they played straight into our hands. Against teams like that, we are very, very dominant, and United basically paid for it. Mane, Gomez and Fekir on the score sheet. And since then, the wins really have been coming. Bournemouth was a little bit of a slip-up, a 1-1 there, not ideal. A good result against Shakhtar in the Champions League. A 1-0 over Burnley, a 7-1 over Crystal Palace, of which this is where we discover that corners are probably broken. Virgil van Dijk getting a hat-trick, all of which from corners, and also he assisted the Gomez goal as well. So I think that there may be an issue. If your centre-back is getting an assist and 3 goals, there's maybe a problem. But I think it's fun. And until they remove it, I'm going to just keep doing it, because why wouldn't I? And then a 3-1 win over Leicester in Van Dijk getting another goal. The problem with this, viewers, is that in terms of goal scorers, Virgil van Dijk has got 9 this season. In terms of Premier League goal scorers currently, if you take a look at that, he's 7th on the... In the league, he's scored more than Salah. He's got 8 so far this season, which is the same as Jimenez and Tosin, and not far behind the rest of them. Alex Iwobi having a very good season, my word. And when it comes to goals from corners, Chelsea have got quite a lot with 9, actually, so one of the higher teams on that list, but you can see with 15, we are somewhat dominant in the corner area. I will say this, though, I'm using a similar corner tactic in my Dortmund save, and I'm far less effective. I genuinely think that Virgil van Dijk, being the man that he is, makes it far, far easier. Okay, just noticed that the squad is tied, which is a little bit concerning, because we have a game this afternoon. Let's go forward a few hours then, and get involved. In fact, we're the early kickoff. It's now. Okay, then we're away at Chelsea. They are considered favourites for the game, and I immediately noticed then that Fekir is injured, which is a problem because Roberto Firmino has picked up quite a long injury, 8 weeks out, which is 3 months in total, so we've still got a little while left on that one, which means that Fekir has been playing as this lone striker and done okay. 6 goals in 17 doesn't look overly impressive, but 5 off the bench with that, 12 starts, and a 7.21 isn't too bad at all. I've actually really enjoyed his performances in that role. He's been looking really good. So let's make a couple of switches around then. I think Sturridge definitely comes in to play up top through the middle, and then we've got some problems in midfield. As whether we change this round or not, I guess remains to be seen. We are going to stick in Milner, I think, and then put Fabinho back in that deep line playmaker spot. Keita looks fit and ready. Van Dijk struggling a little bit, as is Trent, and luckily for us, with Nathaniel Klein, we never really lose too much, although Trent's corner delivery is very good, and again, a factor maybe as to why Van Dijk is so successful. Van Dijk that we are going to play, despite the fact he probably needs the rest, we're going to get him out there. He's very, very good. You can see the squad in total or in full performing very well. 7 point somethings across the board. Only Daniel Sturridge in the 11, not quite reaching those dizzy heights. So then, let's get into this game. I think bench-wise, we're looking all right. We'll maybe put, we'll put Lallana on there for Henderson in the middle. And let's get into this game. And Chelsea coming up in the league right now. Then we sit second. Chelsea in third. Level on points. Very tightly contested. Average rating-wise, by the way. We're playing very well. We should probably be top. Regardless, viewers, I am really enjoying it. I feel like I've stumbled upon tactics that are working really well for me this year, and I'm going to keep going with them. You can see there then Giroud and Morata up top. Not something that Sarri does in real life. Jorginho in the centre. Fabregas and Willian in the centre. Curious. They've also brought in De Ligt from Ajax, who of course is one of the best hot young prospects on the game. Wonder Kid video fans, that you've probably recognised him. Should I do a Wonder Kids video? Maybe I should, I'm not sure. Maybe we should give that a go. Alright, team talk's gone well. I've gone for the old passionate, and everyone seems to have gained something from it. We're going to go in 2D, and then we'll do 3D replays. That's how I'm feeling today. At the moment, I'm not really settled on one. I quite enjoy both, to be honest. Shaqiri is not fit for this. Corner, Milner, back post, played it. Oh, please, that would have been fantastic. Fabinho back out to Milner, though. Is the delivery going to be decent? He goes back out to Fabinho. As we work it on the edge of the box, Keita goes for goal and shoots just wide. Let's get the league table up so we can track it. Of course, the early kickoff, so whichever team wins this game, if there is to be a winner, will go top of the table above Manchester City as Giroud heads it out of the... It was a good defensive header by Olivier Giroud. I thank him for that as we try and bring the league table up over on that side. Jorginho into Eden Hazard. Big chance for them. Giroud supplies Willian, and it's offside. Okay, blimey, that was tight. Shaqiri started the game and struggled for conditioning, and now has picked up a little bit, whereas some of the Chelsea players are struggling. We're still on this balanced approach. Team instructions, for those that are interested, I will just pause it quickly. Oh, I can't. Okay, if you pause it there, you can see there, for those that are interested, I'm going to just quickly flick through. So that's in possession, what we're using at the moment, in transition, and then out of possession for those that are interested. If you want me to put it on the Steam Workshop comment section, we can do that if you like. The ball played out wide though, as Pilaqueta, as it's cut out by Alberto Moreno, who starts for us today. He's been doing actually pretty well. A player that is often maligned for the mistakes he makes has actually been pretty decent for me. Him and Robertson have been playing sort of back and forth as Mo Salah's on it now, and Nathaniel Klein managed to get forward. He's very, very fast. His Klein as the ball's played back. Salah's there at the front post. I think a little deflection on its way to Salah. Let's look at it in 3 dimensions, see if we can pinpoint that deflection. You can see here, picks it up, and you can see Klein. He's still very quick, of course, had that major injury last season, but still looks really good. I think it just clips Alonso. It does, straight into the path of Salah. Kepa can't keep it out. And away at Stamford Bridge, Liverpool lead 1-0. Lovely jubbly. Maybe I should just do some more sort of Cockney rhyming slang because we're down in London. Just try and fit in, do a bit of this. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. This is embarrassing, Ben. Stop. Okay, so far, half-time, and Chelsea looking like they're struggling a little bit, but we've had more possession, more shots, and playing rather well. Alberto Moreno has lost possession more than any other player. Little bit concerning. Lovren, though, has won but possession more than any other player. So if Moreno's losing it, Lovren's winning it back. And Salah with the goal, which is lovely to see too. Passionately say then, happy with the way things are going so far. Keep it up. Everybody looks delighted. The only concern so far for me, really, is that Captain Virgil at the back might suffer with a little bit of a lethargicness because he's already obviously a little bit injured and needs the rest. Not injured, just tired. He's played a lot of football. He's getting up and down that pitch like nobody's business. The amount of corners he has to go up for is outrageous. Now, what I'd really like, viewers, is if we could score from a corner because that would be fun. But it's Chelsea with a throw-in as Hazard drops deep, and that ball played in is pretty dangerous. But Lovren gets it clear, and now Fabinho has got quite the task to move that forward. Doesn't do so overly successfully, and now Giroud linking play up nicely. Willian bursts into the area, shot comes in again, but just wide. Willian playing in a central role, something I didn't expect to see when playing Chelsea today. Actually, at the back, they're not necessarily as strong as they could be, but I don't know if you've had it in your save, but Rudiger got sold as, oh my dearie me, Morata goes forward. Virgil van Dijk, the best header of a ball since some other good headers of the ball, and he's missed the interception. Back to 1-1. I'm pretty sure he just misses this, does he? Does he jump for it? I mean, that is questionable. For someone that scored so many goals with his head, Morata finishes it off. And back to 1-1. One defensive slip-up, and we're struggling. There's another highlight, actually, straight away. It's Moreno on this left side. If we can get a goal back straight away, that'd be perfect. Him and Shaqiri linking up quite neatly. Just don't give it away again, Alberto. You've got form, apparently, for doing that. That's him and Fabinho combined quite nicely and switched out to Klein. Love that from Fabinho. The vision to do it is sensational. It's Klein. We've seen him before on this right-hand side. Can he get the ball in? Alonso gets it clear. Milner heads it back in. It's fallen to Sturridge. Mo Salah again. It could have been a second. We're going to goal line technology. Oh my word! It's not in. Oh, it wasn't in. It was so close. Flipping heck, millimetres from being in the back of the net. Thank you for confirming that. As a corner's played in. Back post towards Van Dijk, doesn't get there. Trent's got a better corner delivery than Milner, it's fair to say, as that's not our best work, as Chelsea get it away again and could form a counter-attack. We've got quite a lot of players back, though, as Moreno hurries him off the ball. Back to Van Dijk, who hopefully, despite the fact he's already made one mistake, won't do that again. Salah now, though, on his left foot, cutting inside, straight to Fabregas, cheaply given away. And that's been a theme so far of our play. Fabinho hurries, Morata with another chance and fires just wide. Chelsea, dangerous. All right, Mo Salah has picked up a little bit of an injury. And I'm thinking I might do something pretty radical here with 20 minutes to go. I'm going to get Salah off, and the person I'm going to bring on is actually going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold as a winger out on that side. Of course, plays as fullback naturally anyway. The reason we're bringing him on, corner delivery. That's why he's coming on. He's struggling a little bit for fitness. We don't really have another winger that can play out there. So I prefer him to Lallana, put it that way. Trent's very well rounded, could definitely be retrained as a central midfielder on this year's game. But away from home, we're going to keep things as we are. No need to rush into another change right now, as so far it's going okay. There's a temptation actually to bring on Adam Lallana for Keita, as there's 3 minutes left though, as if Trent can cut that out, we've been 2 defensive players out on that right hand side, we should be dangerous. Oh no, Trent! Okay. that my whole life flashed before me as now Keita brings it away, and after that we may actually have ourselves a chance. Alexander-Arnold, delivery into the centre, that's why he's been brought on. Shaqiri in the back post, and that's what we're talking about with minutes to go. Xherdan Shaqiri gives us the lead, and could this be Liverpool's year, viewers? That's sort of the theory of the attempts of this save is to win a league title, and the chance remains after beating Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It's definitely possible. Shaqiri at the back post, the cross from Alexander-Arnold on that right foot. That's the reason we brought him on, and a goal. It's so nice when a plan comes together as the time's nearly up. 30 seconds to go. It looks like it's probably going to be a Liverpool win though, as Chelsea start to pile players forward. Then one more chance for them. Giroud relays it to Fabregas. Massive chance, and they've blown it. They've absolutely blown it. Drama at the end of this game. Shaqiri with the goal. Trent with the assist, despite his tiredness, 17 crossing. That's where he's brought on. His delivery is absolutely fantastic. And my word, it looks like that's going to be out. Referee, blow your whistle. Let's end this game here and get away with the 3 points. And as I said, sends us top of the table. City have a game in hand, but it looks very, very good from a Liverpool perspective. Don't do this. Olivier. How are they still having chances? And that'll be that then. So the players go down the tunnel. Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. A late goal from Xherdan Shaqiri, who had a pretty anonymous game up to that point, you've got to say, but we'll take it. Lovely stuff. A very nice victory. Well done, boys. And it's just occurred to me, viewers, that the draw for the knockout stages of the Champions League has happened, as Salah is out for a couple of days with a tight calf. Yeah, the draw has happened, and we will be playing, as the big reveal, this isn't pleasant, we'll be playing Juventus in the first round of the knockout stages of the Champions League. That's right, Cristiano Ronaldo's Juventus, top of Serie A. He's scored a lot of goals so far this season. He's very, very good. 17 and 24. One of the best complete forwards on the game, it's fair to say. Nerve-wracking. So obviously that'll be coming in future episodes. But a great result against Chelsea. We've got another game today, though. Huddersfield in a few days. Let's bring you that one. Lovely. Liverpool offering me a new contract before we go into this game against Huddersfield. I accept the current vision. 83 million to spend in the January. I think we might just spend it. I'm getting a $5,000 wage increase. I accept. I'm looking at the interested players. I'm seeing Neymar, Gareth Bale, Luis Suarez. Being a Liverpool fan playing this game, this is quite rare. Michael Edwards, who is very much in charge of recruitment at Liverpool, it feels like, is suggesting De Bruyne, Kane, Sané and Bernardo Silva. Noted. Absolutely noted. Liverpool players in World Team of the Year, and unsurprisingly to me, I guess there's no Salah, but Virgil van Dijk has made it in as one of the best defenders in world football. Cristiano, the two will obviously face off in the Champions League, which will be interesting. But yeah, nice to see Van Dijk get the nod. Mane has been named African Footballer of the Year as well. Congratulations to him. As well as Footballer of the Year. I mean, is that the same thing? Salah has come third in that one. I'm about splitting them up. In the African 11 as well, Mane makes it in. Salah doesn't make it in. Okay. I guess they don't take his real-life achievements into account with that, which I think is a bit strange. Mane's been good for me this season. He's not been standout, though, so it's a bit confusing. Whereas Salah's probably been slightly better. I got Manager of the Month. It's good. I deserve it, to be fair, if I'm going to be honest. All right, the New Year's Day is here. We are in 2019. I've reached it. I got there. I'm pleased. At the Huddersfield, the opposition then, as we hopefully go into our team selection screen. Lots of late fitness tests. Actually, some not required. Some have been required. Actually, no fitness test for Salah. Not quite fully fit. Should be monitored. So I don't think we'll risk Salah in this one necessarily. But Mane back, Keita back, Gomez, Trent as well. Definitely going to start. I'll say that, but Joe Gomez is actually not really available for this one. He's still out with a pulled calf muscle. I'm definitely not going to risk him. There's no need to in a game against Huddersfield. Team-wise, then, it looks a little like this. No Van Dijk either, who needs the rest. And in a game like this, closely contested games, we might as well change things up a little bit then. Alisson will, of course, be in goal. Trent, Matip, Lovren and Robertson at the back. Henderson sitting, just holding for now, with Milner, Keita just ahead of him. Mane on the left-hand side. Shaqiri moves over to the right. And Fekir back through the centre today then. Yeah, quite a few injuries and players needing rest. Fabinho on that list, as is Salah, Van Dijk, as I say, as Gomez as well, and a few injuries to deal with too. So, let's see how we get on. It should be a good game. It should be a comfortable win. Let's see if it is. We've had a few slip-ups here and there. Of course, the draw to Bournemouth stands out. This is a similar type of game to that. I feel most at threat when teams come at me. This looks like they're going to set up quite defensively. If they do set up quite defensively, I feel like we've got a decent chance. It's when teams come at us a little bit, we start to panic a little. So we'll see how we do today. All right, again, we're going for the 2D with 3D replays. City won their game in hand, so they keep the advantage above us right now. Our goal difference is better, though, which is very healthy. These are interesting, though, because these are the games that often we've we've taken a long time to get going in, then eventually we break it down. It wasn't quite like the Palace game was a bit of an anomaly with that one, a 7-1 thrashing, as Huddersfield actually worked this quite neatly on the edge, as they're trying to get a shot off. We're closing it down quite intently as the shot comes in over the bar, but it's the first thing we've seen really from Huddersfield, but dangerous. Corner to be played in, lovely. Shaqiri's on it to Lovren at the back stick, who heads just over, but you can see it's an option, it's deadly. No Van Dijk back there. There was another corner's played in. Milner this time whips one towards Keita. Henderson, 25 yards out, off the bar. Are we putting it in? Fekir's under it. It didn't quite come off. The chance isn't over though. Milner plays it forward towards Fekir. Mane's still on the ball, and another corner's been forced. I love that corners are exciting, viewers. This is such a new thing for me, as Milner again whips it towards the back post. Lovren this time headed away. That's the thing. Van Dijk is just so dominant in the air that his ability to win that ball is... it's silly. I love it. I absolutely love it. He scored a hat-trick, viewers. He scored a picking hat-trick. You can see the league table there. City obviously winning their game today. But United and Tottenham way off the pace for like the title challenge as far as that goes. As we get to half-time at 0-0. Now, ordinarily, in the past anyway, I would go more attacking. I'm going to say, I'm going to be assertive and say I'm not that pleased, actually. We can still win this, though. Work hard and we should get there. As I'm going to go keep with the calm, actually. You weren't too bad, but you've got more in your locker. Let's see a bit more. Ordinarily, though, I would go to a more attacking, maybe even positive. I could maybe move to positive, actually. But I won't go attacking with this system. The balanced approach that we've got, or the positive approach that we've got, is far more successful for me than when we go attacking. When we try and force it, for whatever reason, it doesn't ever really come off. So we're going to stay with positive for now, though, and hopefully stay on the front foot in this game and not be too defensive. As Joel Matip goes for a 25-yard curler. Joel Matip, of all people. I didn't see that coming. Fekir, not really in the game today either, and as the time ticks away, Daniel Sturridge has been sent to warm up. Daniel, off you go. Corner, though, for Shaqiri to play. I say corner, sorry, free kick. Similar area, though, isn't it? As Shaqiri gets it back. Shot comes in from Shaqiri. He got the important goal last game, and he's got another, obviously, signed from Stoke in the summer, having a lovely impact on this team, and finds the back of the net. Great stuff from him. Takes the free kick initially, and reacts sharply to get back on the ball, and then finds the composed finish with his weaker foot as well, right-footed, into the corner. Gives us the 1-0 lead, and the fans go wild. I think still, though, we're going to make a couple of changes. Adam Lallana is going to come on for James Milner in the centre. Him and Keita are going to swap roles now as well. And then Daniel Sturridge is going to come on for Fekir, who's been quite quiet in today's game. All right, confirm those changes. Sturridge comes on an advanced forward as well, rather than the pressing forward. I find with Daniel, if you make him happy, give him the role he likes, he tends to perform. You make him press and he gets very emotional. All right, the time's ticking away. It looks like it's going to be a routine 1-0 after the exploits of the last game against Chelsea that was far more entertaining, you've got to say. With 50 seconds to go, it looks like this might be done. And with a few seconds remaining, Trent's taking his time with this throw-in. Doesn't even get to take it. Liverpool 1, Huddersfield 0. Didn't even have a shot on target, Huddersfield. We should probably be doing more, though. It's been a little problem for me. I'm going to predict here we had quite a few long shots. 9 long shots from 19. So 4 from our close-range shots on target from the 10 remaining. Not too bad, though. Shaqiri, the standout player. Defence looked really solid, too, even without some of our star men. And, yeah, very, very pleasing result. And another 3 points on the board. If we take a look elsewhere, then you can see City's 5-1 victory over Newcastle boosts their goal difference, but keeps them at the top. It's very much between us and them this season, and yeah, lots to see as we continue forward. As mentioned, then we play Juventus in the Champions League. I don't know if we're going to get too much done in January. If we do, I'll show you who we've signed next episode. But it may well be the Juventus game teamed with Everton next time. So if you're looking forward to that, so do leave a like. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like on it. You want to see some more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we love with care. From me, that's what I forgot. I don't even know who I am anymore. I'll see you again soon. We love with care. Goodbye. Shambles.